How's it going, gamers? We got a funny video here by an individual named Quasar. As you know, I've reacted to him 2 times. One thing I like about this guy, regardless of what people think about him, is that he's an honest, genuine content creator and he's funny. Now, when we get into this type of industry, we have to remember that politics can get involved and all this other sorts of stuff. But the more mature you are, the more you know how to handle it. This guy is very honest about what he thinks about politics, what he thinks about corrupt behind the scenes hiring, and he's just straight out about it, and I think it's funny. But he's talking about, in this video, very realistic stuff that's very true that sometimes people may be afraid to say. And honestly, I respect that type of honesty. So we're going to get into this, and we're going to see like how he breaks down she's there for AI. She's there for Satya. She's there as a certain Indian connection that kind of makes sense for Satya's future and just how India works in general. And it's like, yeah, I mean, that is how they work. You know what I mean? And there's nothing wrong about what he says. It's actually pretty funny, but he speaks about it in a way to where it's like, let's think about this. If we look at this summary, this video analyzes the new Xbox CEO plans to integrate AI into gaming. The creator examined social media reactions and the executive's background, raising questions about their experience and qualifications. Controversial opinions, which is what we're going to talk about because it does get controversial when it comes to this, and online discussions about the appointment are explored. Yeah, this gets pretty funny. Let me know what you guys think. Let's get into this.
Let's take a look how everyone's new favorite Nepo baby Ash Sharma is doing leading Xbox in its new endeavors. I'm sure it's gonna be great. So let's take a look.
So you see, he comes right along with the label nepotism. And I'm pretty sure you guys know what that means. So if you don't, you know, a perfect example of what Satya is doing is nepotism. But he's basically saying Indian nepotism, and that's why she's in that position, which is pretty interesting. You guys have to let me know what you think about that. Remember, we're analyzing this and enjoying the content, but this is pretty funny. Let's continue.
Yeah, it's not looking good, needless to say. Pretty much no one except a couple of accounts who may be bots at this point are excited about this fact. The Game Awards tweeted, "Today is Ashish Sharma's first day on the job as CEO of Xbox and Microsoft Gaming. Very cool, very proud. Yes, nepotism goes a long way, as we all know. What do you think her first order of the business should be?" Resign. Indian nepotism on a full display, based true and real. Only promoted because she's Indian by another one. True, real, and everyone knows it. No gaming experience whatsoever.
Yeah, they have to find somebody, and I think when it comes to a trust, Indians trust Indians more than anyone. You could call any operator, any AT&T job or something on technical support, and they're always in the room together, and it's absolutely hilarious. I love it. I think it's actually funny. I have inside jokes with it all the time. I love the Indian culture. They actually crack me up. Their accent is absolutely hilarious. But they do like to stick together, but they have a strong identity. They became the third richest family in America because of that. So it's not surprising that an Indian wants to sync more with an Indian. And it's like, yeah, I mean, that's what they do. And I think everybody should want to have a strong identity within their culture. They do a good job with it. I noticed that. But here in this video, Quasar is basically exploring that no matter what, that's kind of like what he kind of wants. And it's not just because of that, because we saw the inside reports of why that happened. And then there was a lot of damage control going on with that, but that's another video.
Development, no designing, or any game related. She doesn't even play games.
Yeah.
And the funniest fact is the fact that they knew that this was going to be a problem, so they created her fake account of gaming history, which doesn't make any sense because she has some of the rarest achievements in the entire game while only playing a couple of minutes of it, which is very unsuspicious, obviously, to pretty much everyone. Needless to say, no one's happy about this. Everyone knows this is the beginning of the end. And my favorite part about that is obviously the fact that people are saying, well, a gaming executive doesn't have to be a gamer. True, but they typically choose someone who does, who fits the role what the company currently needs. And the only...
Correct. That's my thing. It's like, you could say that, but you need to understand the gaming industry. It's not like other industries. You need to understand gamers. You need to understand what they want. And if you show that you understand that, they'll flock. Then you're like, man, gamers like this new person. Everybody's saying something positive about them. They're understanding them. They feel happy since they got in that position. The things that they're doing is good. But if you don't have any of that understanding, you're going to make nothing but mistakes. You're going to make the gaming community get mad. And now more than ever, you have content creator influences and all these articles that can pretty much damn you real quick. So I think when you get into that position, you better know what the hell you're doing. You better try to understand, and you better communicate and let them know that to a certain extent, and don't be fake.
Thing that this woman has ever done in her life is ramble incoherently about how great AI is. And I'm not kidding about that one. I have heard her speak. If you haven't, keep it that way, you're gonna save brain cells. But if you have, you know that it's just jibber jabber. She says nothing of value or substance. It's just AI this, AI that, AI amazing, and that is what she is doing. People are also calling out the fact that it seems like Microsoft tried to push the "oh, I'm a relatable" narrative a little bit too much, obviously, by faking everything about her. And currently, people are actually running more with the idea that she's not even a real person, which honestly has more merit than you think, because when you try to look at her, who is her family and whatnot, you can't find anything. You can't even find actually anything about her, except for the fact that she's now the head of Microsoft and whatnot. The only other Asha Sharma that you can find is a Bollywood star, because yeah, that does check out. That's pretty typical, I guess, at this point. And that's it. So people are running with the idea that she's actually fully AI generated, which honestly, considering you can't find anything about her, does kind of check out. And the fact that the fact that people think this comes from the fact that she replied to so many people commenting about her with "I hear you," or just "hear you" in some cases, which is very generic, very womanly, may I add, but doesn't seem real to a lot of people for obvious reasons.
Yeah, for sure. There has been questions about that, which is actually interesting. Whether she's an AI agent and fabricated personality that appears probably real here and there on some media every once in a while, or what's going on, and how do you have all those achievements and not realize that people are going to check that and see that you couldn't get this achievement if you only played this much. It's all fabricated. So right from the get-go, that makes people not want to trust, and that doesn't look good for the future of leadership, because you're starting off not being genuine. And somebody put her in that position, so that says a lot about them.
New Xbox CEO Ash Sharma has responded to fans saying Xbox games should be exclusive to console. AKA, currently she's running with the Xbox fanboy narrative of Xbox games should be exclusive to Xbox, which is never happening, because Xbox has no games, and people are not buying Xboxes because of games at this point, which is kind of the funny part and why we are honestly here for the most part. So that's not happening. The fact that she has responded to this kind of promoting the idea, promoting the fact that Xbox is gonna now go once again into their exclusive phase, complete bull. Xbox admitted themselves that they lost the console war and did everything they could to change direction to just become this, not really a platform with everything, including your pen and pencil and penis, are Xboxes, obviously. And now she's gonna reverse it 150%? No way. Especially considering we have news that a lot of Xbox executives had no idea they're even getting replaced. Phil Spencer probably knew that he's getting replaced. But everyone's favorite gamer girl, black gamer girl, Shaquina Shaquan, had no idea. She just recently tweeted out after she got fired that she's proud to be at Xbox. So yeah, that's not happening. So she didn't even know she's getting fired, probably, and replaced with a literally best girl who never wears anything like this in a normal setting. This is only just to send you a message that India is taking over.
Dude, I mean, this is what I like about this guy. He's very genuine. But he has a good point. Yeah, Sherban was fired. 100%. and replaced with her. And this was thought about for quite some time. You can see her appearing on and off, so it's been in his thought process. But they weren't let to know that.
America, have fun. I'm sure America bros, listen. I'm sure it's gonna be great. I'm sure it's gonna be fine, okay? I have a lot of faith in a country that has never created any innovation in technology to innovate in technology in your country. Yeah, that's definitely happening. New Xbox boss Ash Sharma says they have no interest in making soulless AI slop, which is the funniest thing ever. Because again, you need to understand, this woman's whole career is being a Nepo baby and slash advocating for AI. So literally no one is believing that, no, they're gonna not make soulless AI slop. Also, this is not a statement. This is from her beginning statement that she just literally is.
Think about what just happened with Call of Duty. We have with Call of Duty before in other games. Just like, it's already there. You think you're going to pull the plug back? No, more than ever, he wants to invest in the AI. He said either get with AI or get gone. And you find somebody in an AI position to bring them in, and you want them to say that. This is what I mean. It's like, this is too double-sided.
The main things. AI bad? Has anyone told her that Microsoft is currently literally pouring billions, if not trillions, into making AI? I'm pretty sure she can't say AI bad because of that. I'm pretty sure she can't. She's gonna get fired. So this is the most obvious, blatant lie ever. Also, her background, again, is literally just rambling positively about AI and not saying a single word. I failed to find the thing that I showed you at the first video where she was rambling about AI because, again, even the comments before this whole situation blew up of that podcast clip that we watched were like people commenting, I have no idea what this woman is speaking about. She said nothing. It's just a bunch of gibberish. And it is. If you didn't understand what she said, good. Neither did I. No one did, because she didn't say anything. As monetization in AI evolve and influence this future, we will not chase short-term efficiency. Is that why you hired all of the diversity hire visas? I'm not sure, but seems sus. Or flood our ecosystem with soulless AI slop.
You've been doing that.
Did Microsoft even know that she's going to use the word slop to referring to AI? Because that's a big no-no, probably. Again, Microsoft...
You got to think about what Microsoft is wanting to push the most and how, if she really said that, is being allowed to do that. Imagine if somebody else said that. He has a really good point on that subject. Who gets to be in that position that early and kind of go against AI like that? It almost seems like, could it be somebody else doing that that's allowed to abuse that? Or is there some type of hidden connection there to where they can get away with that? It's an interesting point, because imagine somebody like Sarah Bond saying that out in the front, or Phil Spencer, or somebody else. It's like, it does make you question certain things, because it's very interesting. Because they have read the headlines about what's going on with Microsoft and all that. And that's a Microsoft thing. This is not an Xbox thing. This is a Microsoft thing here. It is.
Company that literally is banking its pretty much existence on the success of AI. Yes, they're banking their existence on AI, if you did not know, by the way. Not a lot of people actually followed that, so a lot of people don't know. So here you go, in case you were not following. But yeah, so again, this is the most blatant bad lie ever. Gamers are and always will be games. I'm sorry. Games are and always will be art crafted by humans and created with the most innovative technology. The technology provided by us. A literal non-statement, but hey, her career is non-existing also. Phil Spencer is retiring as CEO of Microsoft Gaming. Asha Sharma was in charge of AI and Windows Copilot, which everyone hates. Yes, that is... Now, she didn't... Granted, Granted, she did not create Windows Copilot, but she oversaw it, and she oversaw it so good that it literally didn't ask you about it, but it decided to just upload all of your files to Windows Cloud Services and delete them from your device. And that's still, by the way, happening. I have Microsoft Copilot turned off, and let me check if is it on. It's on!
Mm-hmm.
I have it to not turn on, but it's on! You can't get rid of that shit. Yeah. Turn it off, it's gonna turn... I don't know if it actually turns itself off during the session, but if you say that you don't want to start the program and Windows starts, it's still gonna start it. So there you go. And everyone, if you're using Windows, has Microsoft Copilot. Good luck getting rid of it. Just hope and pray that it doesn't magically upload all your shit to the cloud and then delete it.
Or send it to the FBI.
It's so stupid! In any case, which everyone hates. So they put her in charge of Microsoft Gaming. A white man replaced by modern, powerful, independent, smart females from India. Best country ever, by the way. Space powered by what was it, 2020, 2025? Now it's, I think, 2030? And the 5-year intervals are getting to me. Microsoft is cooked. Very true, very real, and based. B. Asha Sharma, ex-head of Copilot product at Microsoft, become Microsoft Gaming CEO. Immediately start using AI for replies. Start an Xbox account a month ago. Has ultra rare achievements impossible to get as a beginner with low hours in Minecraft. 2 of her favorite games aren't in history. Oh yeah, this was a new thing that people discovered. Some of the stuff that she claimed she likes, she didn't even have on her month-old account. Over 40 hours in 1 week on one game. Says Halo is one of her favorites. Doesn't name the game. Yes, this is like the capital punishment for Halo fans. So Xbox is now led by an incompetent by a corporate moxie with no real skill. What the Marxist is that's what it means? I have no idea.
Or maybe a Borderlands.
With no real skills, who will bring in only those in her circle over. Yep, true, based, and real. Merit and Halo campaign involved is likely release, blah blah blah. Anniversary 3 days ahead of GTA's. No one cares about that, but boys, we are totally cooked, okay? Now, granted, Xbox has been dead forever in my eyes. Mm-hmm. Every time they release new games, it's just some kind of version of woke stupidity. So, is this gonna make Xbox worse? No. Is this gonna affect Microsoft becoming worse? No.
No.
It's already cooked.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, I wonder what's gonna happen in the future. In any case, 10 out of 10. Good luck, Amanda Bros. You're probably gonna need it when your smart toilet stops working, because do not redeem, obviously.
Yeah, what a character. But what he's saying is what a lot of people have been saying, though. Let's talk about the highlight here, and that's lies, corporate PR, damage control, and more corrupt politics. Nothing new here. So yeah, I mean, those of you who are thinking that this is gonna make Xbox better, it's like, we're gonna have to see if a miracle happens. I'll be sitting here open-minded waiting to see what's going to happen, but I don't have any faith in any of this. And I'm showing you guys more angles. Here's a character here, though. Let me know what you guys think. Leave some comments down below. Peace out. Have a great day.